Welcome to Stories at Night, a quiet place to slow down, curl up under a blanket, and let your imagination wander. Some stories will make you smile, some might give you chills, and others will linger like a dream long after the night ends. So dim the lights, get comfortable, and let the story take you away. The night was alive with sirens. Ethan ran. Downtown lights blurred past as his sneakers hit the wet pavement. The echo of footsteps chasing him through the alleys. He didn't dare look back. Behind him, he can hear shouting. Men in black jackets. Radios crackling. "Cut him off!" someone yelled. Ethan darted left, ducking under a rusted fire escape. His heart hammered in his chest. He didn't know why this was happening, only that he had something they wanted. A flash drive tucked inside his jacket pocket, the one his best friend handed him an hour ago with trembling fingers. "If anything happens to me, run," his friend had said. "Don't stop." He hadn't stopped since. Then, out of nowhere, she appeared. A girl in a leather jacket stood at the end of the alley, holding a motorcycle helmet. Her eyes caught the streetlight, sharp, assessing. "You're Ethan, right?" she asked. He froze. "Who are you?" "No time! Get on!" she shouted, tossing him the spare helmet. He hesitated for only a second before sprinting toward her. She revved the engine, the bike growling to life. As soon as he climbed on, they shot into the street, tires screeching when slicing past. Behind them, a black van turned the corner. "Who are they?" Ethan yelled over the wind. "The people who think they own the truth," she replied. "And you?" She smirked. "The girl who doesn't." They didn't stop until the city's skyline disappeared behind them. Ethan clung to the side of the bike as they sped along the coast highway, the moon painting silver on the waves below. The girl didn't speak, neither did he. When she finally pulled off near an abandoned gas station, he was shaking from adrenaline. "You okay?" she asked, pulling off her helmet. "Define okay." She laughed, not unkindly. "Fair." He studied her face, dark hair, freckled cheeks, eyes that had seen too much. "You never told me your name." "Ava." He nodded. "Thanks for the rescue." "Don't thank me yet. They'll keep coming." Ethan frowned. "You know who they are?" "Let's just say," she said, kicking the gravel, "I used to work for them." That shut him up. She leaned against the bike, pulling a folded map from her jacket. "If we're smart, we can make it to Redwood by dawn. You got something they want." He held up a flash drive. Ava's eyes darkened. "Yeah, that's worth more than both of our lives." Ethan swallowed hard. "What's on it?" She looked away. "Proof." "Proof of what?" "Of what they've done." They reached Redwood just as dawn cracked the horizon. The small coastal town was quiet. Boats lined the harbor, gulls crying overhead. They parked behind a diner called Maggie's. Inside, the smell of coffee and salt hung in the air. Ava slid into a booth, eyes scanning the window. "We'll rest here for a bit, then figure out our next move." Ethan nodded, but his thoughts were spinning. "You said you worked for them? Who are they?" Eva sighed. "A corporation, Helix Dynamics. They claim to be developing defense tech, but they're covering up something big. I found files showing they use civilians for testing." Ethan blinked. "Testing what?" "Nanotech. Human enhancement. But it went wrong. People died." He felt sick. "So what's on the drive? Is that it?" Eva nodded. "Enough evidence to destroy them, if we can get it to the press." Ethan leaned back. And that's why they're after us. Exactly. The waitress came over. You two passing through? Yeah, Ava said smoothly. Road trip. The woman smiled. Well, you make a cute couple. Ava froze, then gave a small laugh. Thanks. When she walked away, Ethan grinned. Couple, huh? Don't get any ideas, Ava muttered, sipping her coffee. They checked into a roadside motel that night, cheap and quiet. The sign flickered outside, buzzing like a trapped fly. Ethan sat on the bed, examined the flash drive. So what's the plan? Upload this? Ava nodded. I know someone in San Francisco, an ex-journalist. If we can get to her, she can blow this wide open for us. At her. And you trust her? I don't trust anyone, Ava said simply, but she hates Helix more than I do. Silence stretched. Outside, rain began to fall softly against the window. Ava sat beside him. Why'd you help your friend in the first place? You could have just walked away. Ethan's jaw tightened. Because he was my brother. Not by blood, but you know. Ava nodded. Yeah, I know. They both sat there, broken people bound by something bigger than fear. For a long time, the only sound was the rain. Then Ava whispered, You really don't give up, do you? Ethan smiled faintly. Not on the people I care about. Her eyes softened. That's dangerous. He met her eyes. So am I. By the time they reached San Francisco, the city was wrapped in fog. They found the journalist, a woman named Marin, living in a cluttered apartment filled with newspapers and paranoia. Marin, Ava said, it's me. The woman's eyes widened. Ava, you're supposed to be dead. Not yet. I bought you proof. Marin hesitated, then nodded them inside. Ethan handed her the flash drive. She plugged it in, eyes flickering across the files. This is huge, she whispered. If I publish this, Helix will burn. Ethan smiled. That's the idea. But something in Ava's gut twisted. Marin was too calm. Then she noticed the blinking red light in the corner. Security cam. Marin? Ava asked slowly. Who else knows we're here? The door busts open. Black suits flooded the room. Helix agents, guns drawn. Ethan grabbed Ava's hand. Run! They crashed through the window, glass exploding into the night. They hit the streets running. Sirens wailed. The fog thickened around them as they sprinted toward the Golden Gate Bridge. Ava's legs burned. They're everywhere. Ethan pointed ahead. Boat dock, go! They weaved through the traffic, heart pounding, until they reached the pier. But the agents were close. One fired a shot that grazed Ava's arm. She stumbled. Ethan caught her, shouting, Stay with me! They reached the edge of the dock. Nowhere to go but down. Ava looked at him. You trust me? Do I really have a choice? Not really. She grabbed his hand and jumped. The freezing bay swallowed them home. They surfaced near a small fishing cabin along the shores hours later, soaked and shivering. Ethan got a fire going while Ava bandaged her arm. We can't keep running forever, he said. I know, but we can choose where to stop. Meaning we hit back. Ethan frowned. How? She smiled grimly. Helix uses this private server up north. We find it, we upload the files ourselves. He nodded. Then let's do it. For the first time, they weren't running. They were hunting. They found the server compound deep in the forest, surrounded by fences and guards. Ethan scouted the perimeter. This is insane. You wanted to stop running. He couldn't argue. They slipped inside under cover of night. Alarms blared minutes later. Gunfire echoed through the trees. Ethan grabbed Ava's arm. Go, go, go! Inside the control room, Ava plugged in the flash drive. 30 seconds, she said. Ethan barricaded the door as bullets pounded against it. 20. 15. 10. A bullet shattered the glass. Ethan ducked, covering Ava. "Done!" she shouted. They ran for the exit as explosions ripped through the building. Flames lit the sky behind them. Helix was burning. The explosion was visible for miles. By morning, the news spread. Helix Dynamics' secret labs destroyed in a fire. No survivors, no evidence. But there were two. Ethan and Eva hid in a cabin by the coast, exhausted and silent. The files had been uploaded to every major outlet in the country. The truth was out. Ava stared at the sunrise. "We did it." Ethan smiled. "Yeah." She turned to him. "So what happens now?" He shrugged. "We keep going." She smiled softly. "Together?" "Always." Thank you for spending part of your evening with Stories at Night. I hope tonight's tale took you somewhere new. Maybe it made you smile, stirred a memory, or sent a pleasant chill down your spine. These stories remind us that even when the world grows quiet, imagination stays wide awake, whispering, laughing, and dreaming right alongside us. New stories arrive here 2 times a week, each one a little different, each one its own escape. So when you're ready to unwind again, come back, get cozy, and let the next story take you away. Until then, rest well, dream deeply, and keep listening to Stories at Night.